now.
San Francisco's most prominent law enforcement group has a new leader. Louis Wong was sworn in yesterday as president of the San Francisco Police Officers Association. He's been with the department for 30 years, most of it at Southern Station. And now Wong will use his experience to advocate on behalf of members at City Hall. And tonight, we're going in depth with the new SFPOA president, Louis Wong. I really appreciate you making the trip across the bay to join me live here in studio, Louis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations. You enjoyed a landslide victory. Why do you believe that fellow members of SFPD really were attracted to your message?
Well, Heather, I believe they're attracted to my message just because I'm freshly off the streets. I did 30 years on the streets, 10 years on plainclothes, 20 on patrol. So I miss all the holidays just like they do, the 4th of July picnics, the Thanksgiving holiday dinners, and Christmas. So I know it resonates with them. You know, this job it's tough. It's taxing mentally and physically. The public doesn't know what we go through, you know, and that's what resonates with the officers. You know, going to a scene where someone's under influence of drugs, that's pretty scary when they're stronger than you and they think that we're not the police, they think you're the bad guy. So when they try to fight you or assault you, it's a scary situation. And that's what I've done in my 30-year career. I've been with these young women and men of the police department.
Louis, you also campaigned on this idea of advocating for higher pay. Do you think that you'll be able to get City Hall on board with that already? You know, salaries within SFPD are amongst the highest in the country.
Correct. But the issue with this is that the public and everyone looks at it like we have a lot of overtime spending, but we are down 600 officers. If you look at that, and if we paid 600 officers, it's almost the same as with the overtime that we spend. Like I said, this job is very, very tough for these officers. It's very, very taxing. And I think we can get. I want SFP to be the most attractive police department in the country. I want people to know that we have a great mayor who is very caring about public safety, and that's our #1 goal. Is to bring that to SFPD.
One other thing that you campaigned on was to try to lower the retirement age from 58 to 55. Why do you believe that officers deserve to retire 3 years earlier?
Again, this is a very physical job. Not only physical, but very mental job. If an officer comes in at 21, it's very hard to do 37 years on the street. I'm at 30. Even though I love this job, I love helping the people of San Francisco, it's very taxing on one's body. I walk around with aches and pains all the time, and you just do it. I mean, you know, this job, I chose this job. The men and women of San Francisco PD, we chose this job. The job didn't choose us. But to try to get down to 55 so you have a chance to retire at 50, it's going to be tremendous for not only the person's, his or her mental health, but their physical health too.
I want to talk for a moment about crime because we are seeing some positivity when it comes to crime rates in San Francisco.
Yes.
What's the department doing? What are officers doing to kind of maintain that trend?
So, as you guys know, in 2017, we had over 30,000 burglaries. We are at all-time 20-year low at this. The homicide rate in 2025 is the lowest has it ever been in 60 years. What are we doing? We're using that money that Mayor Leary is giving to us. We have what's called our real-time information center. We have drones up there. We're also servicing our 400 cameras. So if you come to San Francisco, we know what you're doing. We know when those stolen cars are at, and we will go ahead and apprehend you. So that's where we're at.
What type of union president do you plan to be? I've been here at Channel 2 for 19 years. I've worked with a lot of SFPOA presidents. Some have been, you know, taking a little bit more of a hardline stance. Do you plan to model that, or do you think you'll strike a little bit more of a conciliatory tone when it comes to working with officials at City Hall, including the mayor?
So, new coach, new approach.
Yeah.
My philosophy is communication. What I had planned to do after this, you know, this election and me being sworn in, is to speak to every single person, from the mayor to the board of supervisors to the police commissioners to Department and the Human Resource head. I think communication is key to get to where we need. They need to know that, you know, I'm not gonna be fighting hard with them. I'm not gonna argue with them. It's just they need to see our side of the story. They need to see how hard police work is. And we all want to get to the common ground, which is public safety. You know, I'm born and raised in this city, had 5 decades of this, and crime rate is down. I want to help keep that down with the wages and higher salaries, so we can compete with other departments like Santa Clara and get more officers to come here, like laterals and new officers.
All right. Louis Wong, really appreciate you joining me tonight for the conversation. Congratulations and good luck in this new role.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Stay with us, folks. More news, more of the 7:30 news coming up right after the break.